If you see in our project, generally, if you observe any construction, so there you can see the columns and footings and the slab kind of things, as well as staircase also we can see, structural staircases. Anybody observed? If you see only structure in the construction, we can see the staircase also. To draw the staircase, we need the information of the floor heights, where it is starting and where it is reaching. Okay. Okay. Let's say, for example, I want to create the, let's say, what is my levels? Now I have the basement and ground floor, first floor. Let's say I will start my staircase from the basement level. Okay. Let's say I'm going to somewhere. I want to draw staircase somewhere here. Right. So when we go to the structure, okay, you cannot see the staircase here. Can you see anywhere? No staircase. Correct. For the staircase, we need to go into the architecture. If you see in the architecture, can you see the staircase? Here we have the stairs. Okay. Just click the staircase. Okay. When you click the staircases, here you can see the different components. One is a straight full step spiral. Okay. Center edge spiral and L-shaped winder and the U-shaped winder. Another thing is the create a sketch. That means we can draw as we require. Okay. First, let us go with the straight to understand the stairs in the Revit. So I'm going to the staircase. When you see in the property, we have to choose anything, free cost or monolithic stairs. Okay, anything is okay. Let's say now I'm going to use the monolithic stairs. Cast in place. It's nothing but casting at the site. Okay, there will be no difference. Everything is okay. So when you choose the staircases, here we need to observe the base level and base offset, top level, top offset. Always we need to think about the height, where we are placing, where it is reaching, whether it is the walls, whether it is the columns, whether it is the beams, everything we need to think about the Z information, means height, where we are placing. Okay, while working with the Revit, we have to focus on it. Okay, now I choose the staircase. Base level is the basement, top level is the ground floor. Now I'm coming to the other area. Dimensions. Desired number of risers and actual thread depth. Okay. Actual number of risers and actual riser height. So here we can able to modify only two, actual thread depth and number of risers. These are dependent on the floor height, as well as if you go to the edit type, here you can see the maximum riser height and maximum thread depth and minimum run width. These three factors we need to change it. If I change the riser height information, let's say for example, now I am going to use a 220 mm riser height. Okay, so when I use the 220 mm, here we can see the change of the risers, right? And I'm going to change the thread level also to 300 mm and width is 12. We have to change it. Select it. So start the staircase like this. Let's say I'm going to start from here. Say okay. So let's say for example I started like this. When you see in the bottom in the light color, you can see some information. 11 risers are created and 7 risers remaining, like that. Can you see? Let's say now 8 risers are created, 12 created. Now 9 risers created, level remaining. Now 10 risers are created, 10 remaining, because we are getting the only 20 risers. Click it, and I want to landing here, give the space and come back like this. Okay, now going to finish. If you finish, you can see the stairs. Wherever you want, you can move it. Stairs. If I want to move like this, you can move it. Right? If you see this information in 3D, just I am going to select this area. I'm going to use the selection box. Where is my staircases? I cannot see, right? So because it's a very important point. Just read it. So now I am in the structural discipline. Can you see discipline? It's a very important. Discipline is a structure. Now I am in the structural discipline. That is the reason I cannot able to see the staircase, because staircase is listed in the architecture. Okay. So if I now I am going to use or change this discipline information to architecture, I can see the staircases. Again, I cannot see here. Let's see. Coordination. No, I cannot see. So let me check why it's we are unable to get it. I will go to the visibility graphics. Okay, in the visibility graphics, I check for the layer staircase. Say stairs are switched off. That is the reason I am unable to see. Select it. Okay. Can you see now staircases? Where it is started? It started on the floor and reached to the top. I'm going there. Okay, this is. See, now this is discipline. I am in the structure. Okay. If you select the staircase, you can see the category as a staircases. Okay. So staircases layer was switched off. That is the reason we are unable to see. For example, even it is switched on also. If you want to see it, we need to go with this discipline. It's a very important. If you go to the architecture, you can see the architectural feature. If you go to the structural elements, you can see the structural elements. If you made it the coordination, you can see everything in the gray color. You can understand clearly in the next classes about this discipline. At the moment, just try to understand. Okay. Now I created a staircase like this. I'm going back. I want to delete it. See now, choose the staircase. Take the straight and choose the what kind of the staircase you want to use. Here, go to the edit type. Let's say 220, 300, and 200. Okay, with this information, I am getting only 16 risers. Before this, we should know what is a riser and what is a thread. Let's say if you see the section, staircase is like that, correct? This information, this height information is a riser. This is a thread. Riser is a thread. Okay. So now here we are getting the 16 risers because we changed our dimension to riser height 220 mm. Yes, now okay. Now I'm going to create one staircase. Let's say I want to start from here. See. Now if you see, I'm getting from this left side. If I want to draw from the center, I will go to the location of the center line. I will make the run center. So now you can see how I can get the from center. Okay, 8 created, 8 remaining. And I am going to take some space for the landing. I want to run it. Whenever you give the gap, we will get the landing. Okay, like this. Let's say now I want to see in the section. I will go to the section. Just I draw one section here. So this section information up to this, I want to change the depth here. Let's say like this. See, now I can see my section from this, wherever arrow is indicating, right? Let's say I can see from this side. If I want to change the direction, so just to select the section and use the flip arrows. If you click it, you can see that. Select and go to view. Now you can see the direct section here. Okay. If you want to copy the staircases, just to select it, go to copy command, first point. See, now I am unable to move up because it's a constraint is there. If you remove the constraint, you can move it like this. See, you can see the different height here because this floor height is different. Okay. So if you want to draw the staircase here, we have to redraw again in this area. Say now, basement, base level is 0, 1, ground floor, top level is the first floor, top offset is the 500 mm. If I make it the 0, directly fit to the section. Can you see? So why we got the 500 differences? If you see the our elevation, we have the difference height. Say now, this is 3500, this is 3000. Dimension 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Same as. Okay. If you select it, here you can see the dimension. That's it now. This is our staircase location. Okay. So staircases. You can draw the staircase like this. I'm going to visibility graphics. Railing. Where is my railing? Railings. This which one I can see the rails. Along the stairs, you will get the automatic. If you want to change the type of rail, select the rail, go to the property, you can change. But we have only one railing here. If you go to the architecture, we have the different type of the railings. We will see it. To create the section, it's a very easy. If you draw the section, you can see the complete staircase. To draw this staircase in the architecture, I mean in the CAD, AutoCAD, it will take a lot of time. But if you draw one line in the Revit, you can create a number of sections. This is the advantage. Let's see. Now I am in the one section drawing. I am going to the annotate. Okay. If you see in the annotate, the tagging, here you can see the thread numbers. If you select the thread numbers, if you select the staircases, automatically it will be the thread numbers. For each staircase, it will indicate the thread numbers. No need to type one by one. Automatically, it will reflect. So nothing but tag. So these numbers you can see only section because we place in this section only. If you want to create a one more section, it may not show. Let's say, for example, I want to flip it. Let's see. So only this area we can see. In the specific section 3 only. If you create one more section, let's say I'm creating one more section here. You cannot see the tabling in this section right. Wherever you created, you can see there on this. If you want to click it, go and flip. Just flip arrows. Select and see. This is we are unable to select. Go to hide HH. Select and HR means retry. If you go and select here, you can see the staircases. Up to this fine, right? Now, but when we see in the 3D, we should have the slab opening at the staircase area. Correct. For this slab openings, we use the command name called shaft. I will go to the shaft and I select the rectangle. How much shaft I required, I will draw the shaft. Finish. Again, if you see the shaft also, what is the base constraint? What is the top constraint? If you want to reach up to the top level, you can use the top level. Okay, just if I finish it, if you go to the 3D view, you can see the cut. Just check. If you want to change it, you can change height and all manually. Okay. If you don't want to see cutout in this area, just come drag down. So it will move. If you select the stair shaft again, if you drag to above the level, you can see the shaft. This is very, very important for shaft. Okay. Now can we draw the stairs and shaft? Let's say, for example, in this area, I want to draw the spiral staircases. Okay. I will go to the staircase. Here I choose a spiral. In the spiral also same. We need to select the type of the staircase, base constraint, top constraint. Okay, same. If you draw here, same. According to radius, you can get it. If you want to change the radius, select it. Okay. You can drag with this hand. Right? Or else we need to edit it, the dimension from the center to center line. If you change it, you can get it. Let's say, for example, I'm going to use a 900. It will change that. Okay. Any dimension you can change. Finish. So let's say, let us see in the 3D view. If you want to create shaft in the circular shape, go to the shaft. You can use the circle. To draw the circle, we should have the center. So if I want to go into the center, I need to use the O-snap command. O-snap command with the center. Here we are going to use the for the O-snap center, SC. S for snap, C for the center. If you click it, we can get it for the shaft. Again, base level, top level. Finish. It will show the cut. Here. So to draw the circle from the center, we are using the O-snap called the center. Okay, we are all know in AutoCAD we have the O-snaps. Okay, same O-snaps we have in the Revit. Okay, let's say for example, I want to draw one line from the edge of this line. I will go to the line. When come to the near to the object, I can see the O-snap endpoint, nearest point, let's say midpoints, intersection point, like that, right? So to manage this O-snaps, here we have the command called manage and snaps. Now you can see the all kind of the O-snaps. No need to go one by one, I hope, because we know O-snaps in the Revit. I mean AutoCAD. Okay. Endpoint, midpoint, nearest, okay, quadrants, intersection, parallel, everything is there. And at the same time, you can see the shortcut SE for snap end, SM for snap middle, SN snap nearest, like this. Okay. Already shortcuts are predefined. If I want to switch off complete O snap, just I will go to the snap off. Okay. Now I want to draw one line. It will not take any O snaps. Now I want to take O snap from end is SE. It will take like that. If I want to draw from middle, SM. Okay. So better what we do in the Revit, we will go to the manage and always we'll switch on the snaps so that automatically we can get it. Now clear? Shaft and stairs. Let's say, for example, I want to use one more kind of the staircase. Select is winders. Okay. If I take the winder, so it's a predefined one. If you go to properties, we have to manage. Let's say, for example, now I want to use the riser at 175 mm. Okay. Let's say thread is 220 mm and width is, let's say, 1200. Apply. Okay. Okay. So now riser changes to the 20. Can you see earlier it was 60. So wherever I want to place, I can place directly. What is the difference between straight and winder is in the straight, so we will get the landing. In the winder, in the landing place, we get the staircases. Like this. There will be no landing. Okay. So let's say again staircase. I'm using the U-type winder. I'm going there. I want to change the thickness to the, let's say, for example, for 2 meters. All dimensions are same. Apply. Oh. How much I taken? 2 meters, right? Value is not fitting between. Let's say, for example, I want to change it to the staircase, landing. Now it's updated. Okay. So I want to place somewhere here. Now you can see the finish. DI. This is the distance. 1200. Okay. So now if I want to change something here, just select the staircase, go to the edit staircase, and now I can change it by changing this blips. Okay. So still you want to edit something, select and convert these staircases into the line. Just go to the convert. Okay. Here you can see the convert. So conversion, automatic landing or run. Okay. Winders we cannot convert. We can convert these staircases. Let's see. Select if you want to edit staircase. Select the staircase. If you convert it into the line, it will become the line. And then edit sketch. You can change according to our requirement. Wherever we want, we can change. We can edit 1, 2, 1, 2, or you can use a multiple extensions. Select like this. If you see, landing also extend. If you want to change the landing with a different shape, select and convert into the line and select the landing and edit sketch. Here I can change it to that. Let's say, for example, I want to change with R. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, like this. If I want to change the dimension also, you can change 500 mm. Finish. Now you can see the selected object. See landing in the curve shape. According to the landing, our railing also converted. So what we have done, just we selected the staircase, go to edit staircase, and we converted into line. Then after conversion, we selected the edit sketch and we changed our sketch. If you want to change in different shape, we have to do like this. Finish. Now it's clear with the staircases.
Yeah.
It's a very easy, not that much complicated. Only thing is, before going to create the staircase, select the staircase, and in edit type we have to change these 3 parameters. Nothing to change anything. Okay, these are all about the information only. Only we have to change these 3 things. That's it. Let's say, for example, here we have the 2 options. But for example, in the ground floor, to edit the slab, I used the shaft, correct? In architecture, I used the shaft command to edit the slab. I mean to make the cut. Let's say here we have one more option. If I want to cut the slab, just select the slab and go to edit boundary. If you take any, let's say, okay, let's say I'm going to use a rectangle. For example, I want to cut here. Finish. So if I draw the polygon within the polygon, we can extract the some particular area. Okay, if you see in the 3D view, it's all hide. You can see this detect. So we have done by using the edit boundary only. If I want to change the size, just okay. In which level I have done? In the ground floor. Select edit type. If I want to increase the shop size, align. Let's say, for example, I want to align with the beams. Align. Align means target and source. Okay. Now go to the modify and finish. You can see. After the beams, along the beams, we cut. These are the most important things while doing the structural model. So now what we have done? We have done staircases as well as the shop. Only 2 things. Up to this, okay?
Yeah.
Now I am going to the.
Yes.
So here I want to tag for the things. Just I will go to the annotate, tag to the thread numbers. If I select here, automatically we will get the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 9, 10 to 60. Just to go to the annotate, tag to the thread number. Okay.